Welcome to Kerbal Space Center. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make an orbit. Right, Kerbal Space Program is a game about space, game about exploring universe, but first you need to get out from the Earth. To get out from your Earth, so go to the Vegan Assembly Center. That is a place where you build everything: spacecraft, rover, airplane, anything. So you can look. So we are just going into the space. So we need a command port, right? For every spacecraft, you need a command port. That is where your astronauts will be housing, right? And then you need a what? You need a heat shield. Why? If you want to go back down on Earth, you will need a heat shield. Why? A heat shield will protect your command port module. Because when you enter into the orbit, because of the friction, this whole module will be on fire. If there is no heat shield, it will explode. So to get out, we need a fuel. Oh, that is big. Sorry. We need a fuel. I think that's enough. And then we need a engine. So use the launcher engine. Don't use the orbital engine. It won't deliver your rocket. And then we will use a decoupler on each side of the rocket. And then we will put in a booster side to side. That is a 2-bit booster. Yeah, it's okay. We will put it. And then for aerodynamic, we will put on the nose cone. Okay, and then we will put on the parachute on top of the command module because we want to go back down. And we are going to put decoupler over here. Why? After we decoupler, what is decoupler do? It decouple. It's a breakthrough thing. So we will decouple this fuel tanks and the engine after we get into the orbit. So, and before you go out there, check your thrust and weight ratio. If it is under 1, the rocket won't lift off. Because the rocket is too heavy, your engine cannot push above. So we have a 3 thrust to weight ratio 3, so we are good. And then you want to check every step. First, your engine will start. Right? This is decouple, this is booster, the engine. So engine and booster will start at the same time. And then, so this is a booster decoupler. You can see the highlight over there. And then this is a decoupler with the command module. There's a parachute. So, and then we are good to go. Let's go to the launch. Okay. We are going to start. So we have a lift off. You can make a gravity tank. You can with the WASD key, with the D key, you can make a gravity tank to right. Gravity tank to right. And then wait. And then you can look at this indicator here. That means you are okay, off, booster gone, so I decouple. Now you can change to the map view. So you see here, so this is the trajectory. If we go like this, we will go back onto the Earth. Right? So we will go, this is R, we want to make an orbit around, right? So if you change your direction, and then wait for your spaceship to reach around AP. And if you go near that, choose the program. This is SAS system, so you don't need to manually control. And then we will open the engine again. Look at this. So it's moving, right? Wait for it to go around the Earth. I don't think we have enough. I don't think we have enough fuel. Maybe we have it. See? It's moving. It's moving, and then it will make it around. It will make it around, and then we got an orbit. Yes, we have enough fuel, I think. Yes, we got an orbit. So this is our orbit highest point, carbon AB. Is a carbon PE. So AP is, as you can see here, distance AP is 300,000 meters away from Earth, right? Our Earth, and PE is around 25,000. So if you want to increase this one, we ban here. We ban prograde, select prograde, and look at this navigation bar too, right? Wait for it to reach to the prograde. Look at this, it's changing, right? Changing the prograde. Yeah, and you ban again. You open your engine again. Look at this. See? So if you want to increase the distance between Earth and the AB, you ban at the PE point. So vice versa. Okay. And so we got an orbit. It won't fall back down onto planet again. It will orbit around. Look at this. Oh, look at this. It will just orbit around. It won't fall back onto Earth again. Now you know how to make an orbit. See? We got an orbit. So yeah, here, wait for it to back into the program again. And if I ban, what will happen? This AP will increase. Look at this. See? I don't have enough fuel, so I won't ban that much. Now, we successfully made an orbit. Now you know how to make an orbit now. So how do we get back to up? How do we fall back down? So we will go to this point. So we select prograde and ban, right? If we select prograde and ban, it will ban at this point. Will go over there, and orbit will increase, right? So if we want to go back down onto Earth, what did we do? We bank backward, choose a retrograde. See, look at this knife ball. Okay, and then look at the map. Look, let's reopen the engine again. See, now we will back onto the Earth again. So we don't need this fuel than the engine anymore, so we will decouple. Let's decouple. Now it's decoupled, it will fall back with us onto the Earth. So let's time warp a little bit so we don't have to wait. See, we are back into orbit again. We are going to fall this way. We are going to fall this way. So when you go back into the orbit, choose a retrograde. Don't choose prograde because it will he here. So you need to withstand every heat, right? If you go in like this, the whole module will heat up and it will blow up. So you need to face heat shield towards the earth. Let me see, it's heating up. So heat shield is here, so it will take all the heat. Kerbal module is okay. See? So this is a high from the ground. We have 40,000 meters above 39 now. So let's time up a little bit. See, we got heat shield. So the red direct comment, he's going to survive easy. Now we are back onto Earth. See? You can open parachute around 1,500 meters above, or maybe if you want to open late around 1,000. See, we are back onto Earth again. Let's do this. So time warp a little bit. 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 2,000, 1,000. If you want to open it right now, you can open it. Open the parachute. See? Now we are back. Time up a little bit because if you don't time warp, the speed is 6.3 meters per second, so it's too slow. Now we are back on Earth again. Oh shit. So if you want to, we get out. We can explore around. Easy. Hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. So follow for more if you want more tutorial. Thank you for the support.